Today's video is about this painting called Repercussion II that I created in 2019. This painting was part of solo exhibition at Brownsville Museum in Brownsville, Texas. Definition of repercussion is an unintended outcome, especially an undesirable one, that happens sometimes after an event or action. The word repercussion often refers to concepts like consequences, results, after effects, and often also backlash. The term can have a negative connotation regardless of the outcome, so repercussion can be used even when the situation was overall favorable or positive. The painting titled Repercussion II that you see here is a second painting in a series of 3 abstract figurative portraits that I painted in 2019. All 3 paintings were part of a solo exhibition at Brownsville Museum of Fine Art. You can read a post about this exhibition on my website. In this video, I want to focus on Repercussion II that you see here right now and talk about the process, meaning, and outcome of this painting. I will mention the impact that this work had on me, both while working on it and after completing the artwork. This portrait painting was inspired by pictures I found at Alumni House at William Woods University. I stayed there for a couple of days to install the solo exhibition 10 Starts from 1. In the evenings, I would have a chance to look at the alumni yearbooks that were on the shelves, which dated back to the beginning of William Woods University. It is worth mentioning that this institution was a women's university for a long time. All the photographs in the book described the stories of these young women who graduated from this school. The pictures were black and white, but I felt if I were there at that time. William Woods University is a private university in Fulton, Missouri, first recognized as the female orphan school. The institution was established in 1870 in Camden Point, Missouri, in acknowledgement of the demands of girls orphaned during the war. During the late 19th century, the organization moved to Fulton, where developed its elementary and secondary programs to support young women who aspired to become instructors. Known shortly at the beginning of the 20th century as Daughters College. It transformed its name to William Woods College in 1900s to honor the mayor patron William Woods, president of the National Bank of Commerce, and began to offering a 2-year college curriculum in 1962, predicting dramatic shifts in the role of American women in the labor force. William Woods University became a 4-year college. The answer is obvious. Portrait painting is a painting, photo, statue, or other creative depiction of a person in which the face and its appearance are paramount. The intention is to present the resemblance, personality, and even the spirit of the person. When I approach a portrait painting on canvas, I think of the subject of the portraiture as the experience itself. I look at the face I want to depict and subconsciously connect with the feeling, emotions, and reality it presents. That is why my portrait paintings are complex in form, much like the way in which detail is defined. I use plastic, cardboard, cloth, and my fingers. All of this being tools that help sculpt portraits on canvas. When you look at the Repercussion II, you will notice that I dismiss a lot of details and that the focal point of the painting is just in the abstract form of painting applied on the surface. I didn't spend time painting beautiful eyes, but rather focus on mark making brush strokes that were powerful and rich in paint, form, and color to make the work detailed enough to keep the viewer's attention. I could somehow forget about having seen a face in the painting. It would resemble more an abstract painting than a figurative representation of a portrait. Repercussions are the aftermath of things that happened but might have had a positive impact as a result. All paintings features conscious decisions made by a painter, which is me in this case, so outcomes might be unintentional but results in the form of repercussions in the painting. When I look at my painting, I see it this way. It is not necessarily about the subject matter, but rather the forms and colors used on the surface. In painting Repercussion II, both the subject matter and the title were not accidental choices. They link directly to alumni yearbooks that I found at William Woods University. It is crazy to think that a short trip to install works for a solo exhibition could bring inspiration for an entirely new set of paintings. When I saw photographs of the women in the yearbooks, my interest was in the history of William Woods University and the women who stood behind the institution. I wanted to know how they influenced the life of the school and the impact they brought to the world. This painting is on a cotton canvas stretched on wooden bars. This canvas is primed with 3 layers of dry gesso, but the edges of the canvas were not primed. I used oil paints like Old Hollands, Michael Hardy's and Lucas, mixed with balsamic turpentine and linseed oil. Repercussion II is oil on canvas, 51 by 41 centimeters or 20 by 16 inches, made in 2019. The painting is in a private collection near London, United Kingdom. If you have any question regarding my series Painting of the Day, you can check the entire series of posts on my website, bartoszbeda.com. I think this is a great way to present paintings. I call that series Painting of the Day because a lot of artists try to do one painting a day. I slow down much more in my studio with idea of making one painting a day, but it still happens, and I think it has that the name Painting of the Day has this energy and emotions, and the idea of artists being the studio creating work, so that's why I come up with that name. I might actually make a separate video regarding this this phrase, so please like this video and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.